It's a festival. I'd like to introduce Madeleine, and once again, hi there.
Microphone. It's not on. I'll try and speak loudly. I came to this film in a very sort of accidental kind of way. I was riding on the A train in Manhattan. Hello? I was riding on the A train in New York City, and I read an article in a magazine, a small blurb, that this Jewish teacher who was teaching in a public school in Brooklyn, New York, wanted to take a group of 11 black teenagers to Israel to live on a kibbutz. Well, being both black and Jewish, I immediately knew that this was a film I wanted to make. I went to Israel on vacation not too long after that, and I spoke to a friend of mine there who was a film producer. I told him about the project. He was very enthusiastic, saying, "Oh, you must make this film, you gotta make this film." I said, "Well, you know, but you know how hard it is to raise money for films about African Americans or Jews, let alone both in the same film." And he said, "Well, yeah, but you know, by the time this guy raises the money to take the kids over, we'll have plenty of time, and we'll find a way to raise the money and make a film. Promise me when you get back to New York, we'll contact the teacher and ask him about making a film, a documentary about this trip." So I did. I went back to New York and I contacted Stuart. And I said, "Listen, you don't know me, but I'd like to make a film about this, the trip you're about to take to Israel with the kids from that side." And he said, "Well, you know, Hollywood's called me, and I've had lots of offers, and well, what's your budget?" And I said, "Well, I don't really have a lot of money, so how much is not a lot?" I said, "Well, I don't really have any." He said, "Well, okay, well, anyway, there's one other thing I should tell you." And I said, "Well, what's that?" He said, "The group is leaving for Israel in 3 days." Well, to make a very long story sort of short, somehow this all came together. And we managed to scrape together enough funds to shoot a little bit in Brooklyn before the kids left. And to make it over there, somehow I feel the project was blessed and that it needed to get made, and it finally did get made. Well, I'd sort of like to hear your impressions or if you have some one of the students is here, not from this year, but who went to Israel on kibbutz on another year in 1990, I think. This is McCollum. McCollum.
First of all, I'd like to say good evening, and thank you to the board of directors for their hospitality. I'm a little shaken right now because this is the second time I've seen the film, and it's really emotional. And the older man, George, who led the tour, he unfortunately passed away 2 weeks ago. So it's really hard for me watching this film because it brings back a lot of memories.
Actually, I just told Opal about that this evening, so she just found out that George passed away.
The film brings back a lot of memories. Like Madeleine said, my name is Opal McCollum. I'm 20 years old. I'm currently a junior at the State University of New Paltz College. I have a double major in special education and Black studies. Prior to the trip, like a lot of the students said in the film, you know, their lives weren't focused, as the same goes with me. My life wasn't focused. I had no idea what I wanted to do after high school. And the trip was advertised in my high school. And I was like, wow, this is really interesting. I'll apply. I had no idea that I would be picked to go. And, you know, he told me I would be able to go. I told my family, everyone was skeptical. I was going to get hijacked, my plane was going to be bombed, and I was not going to make it back. But I made it there and I made it back, and it was a wonderful experience. It's like something I just can't explain. You know, before going there, I had stereotypes about Jews, about all types of other people. Like some people said they never had a white friend. I never had a white friend. I never knew any Jews. So when I went there, it was really different. You know, hearing these people, they're Jewish, they're accepting me. I'm African American, and it was wholeheartedly, you know. And when I came back, I looked at things different, totally different. My friends couldn't understand. She's a changed person now. I was interested in all types of affairs that were happening in the world. And like at my college, I have a position in student government. I'm the vice president of programming. So if you have a program that needs to be approved, or I do the approving and disapproving. So we have various clubs, and we had a Jewish student union. And the president, she submitted a program for a model Seder. I'm saying
Yes.
And, you know, the program was approved, and she invited me to go. And I said, sure, I go. And my friends were like, going to what? And I was like, it struck me that there are still some people out there that don't realize that, you know, there can be a peaceful coexistence between the two. And it's going to take a lot of work, you know, and a lot of time. That's why I commend a project such as this. And I'm fortunate that I had a chance to go, because now I look at things totally different. And that's basically it.
Try to take a few. The one that I would have, I think Madeleine knows a bit more about this, about the kids and what are the kids doing now that we're in the film?
Yes. Some of the kids are doing quite well. You remember Michael, who was a very serious young man with glasses. He went back to Brooklyn and worked very hard. He went back to high school. He held down a job at McDonald's, enrolled himself voluntarily in college courses in the evening. And he's now studying in London. He's now in college. Israel and his mother, we see in the last part of the film, she managed to move her two sons out of Brooklyn. They now live in Georgia. They're doing quite well also. Teresa joined the Army, the one who was the most rebellious about the discipline and was always running away. Well, you obviously appreciate the irony there. And let's see. Renee is a mother and has a little boy. I don't think she's working at the moment. And a few of the girls. Linda also was the young girl who was very moved to Jerusalem, who cried. She also became a mother at 17. Well, that's just a brief rundown.
Do they still keep in touch with you?
Some of them do. Some of them do, yeah. The question was, do the kids still keep in touch with the people on the kibbutz?
One at a time, all right? Just raise your hand if something, I'll try to point.
Why was this kibbutz chosen?
Why was the kibbutz chosen?
Yes. Why was the kibbutz chosen? Stuart had spent, prior to this trip, he had spent a year sabbatical from teaching. And he had some friends and relatives on this kibbutz. He spent a year on this kibbutz, and I think he jokingly said to one of the kibbutz, to George, one of the kibbutz founders, wouldn't it be great if I could bring my kids here, or some of my class here? And then we got back to Brooklyn. He started to really take that seriously and decided to try to raise the funds to do that. Private donations. Organizations. Now there's also some corporate funding and private donations. Stuart has a foundation. So he does this year-round now, raise finance.
Well, I just wanted to say that we did just recently get some information about his foundation, and after the festival, if you want to get in touch with us, the office would like to give information if you can get it out to him if you want to support the project. Yeah, right there. Go ahead.
I have two questions. One is, how many students going back to Israel? And my second question is,
Tisha, one of the girls that go back, Tisha was the last girl that you see in the film, the short, very round face. She went back the next year. She went back as a volunteer, actually, outside the framework of the group. So she did go back for 7 months as a volunteer. My next film, I'm working on lots of things. I live in Tel Aviv, and I'm working on 2 fiction projects. One that I hope we made here, which is about a woman who was a member of the Black Panther Party. And the film in Israel about 4 American friends living in Tel Aviv.